Listen to some sweet melodies and let's discuss the meaning of songs from all genres of music with me, Lenny Marine. If you want to sing along and participate on the show, please call 888-994-4995. I love to learn and discover the benefits of music on our mental and physical health. Music therapy will help you get through these tough times with entertaining and educating shows. Please tune in weekly on AMP Media Productions and enjoy, folks. That was just a portion of American Pie, a classic from Don McLean, written in 1971, copyrighted. Now, this is a song with the main chorus saying the main reason is the day the music died, and it's called Bye Bye Miss American Pie. Now, Freddie, this is from your generation, right?
Yes, and I remember there was a lot of turmoil going on when this song came out, and nobody really understood what the hell it was trying to say.
You know what it was about?
I don't. I want you to fill me in.
Well, I know it's about the death. It's really the death of the plane, the helicopter crash with the famous Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and Big Bopper. I know I'm familiar with Buddy Holly and Richie Valens because I know Richie Valens wrote La Bamba.
Yeah,
that was a very famous classic.
I saw the movie.
You saw the movie? That's a long time ago. But
yeah. And he didn't want to fly, and they said, "Come on, fly to go to the next town." And it was between him and somebody else, and they drew straws, and Richie won, and he lost because he lost his life.
Wow. And I mean, the music never really dies. I mean, the music still goes on. This is a beautiful song. So it's sort of like I guess it's a facetious statement.
Wasn't that song like 6 minutes long?
Yeah, it keeps repeating the same melody. And it's about, it repeats a lot of different verses. But I'll be to talk to you some more about it. He said it was about the loss of innocence of early rock and roll generation that symbolized the helicopter crash.
It definitely points a part of history that he brought up.
One of the lyrics says, "February made me shiver with every paper I deliver." McLean, the writer of the songs, was a newspaper deliverer actually before he became a musician.
Really?
And when he would deliver, it would give him a shiver. So I could keep that rhyme in there because it really affected him those deaths, and he was a lot of grief. So this song was a therapeutic song for him. American Pie. So on to my next song. We'll discuss here on music therapy. Will be a classic written by Eric Clapton. See if you can recognize this song. And let's talk about it. Okay, here goes. That was Eric Clapton's "Tears in Heaven." You know what that one's
is
about?
one of the
That's a
saddest songs,
sad.
one of the most tragic stories ever that I have heard. His 4.5-year-old son fell out of a 53rd story window to his death. And
True story, yeah.
it demolished Clapton. That was the number 2 selling song, number 1 for him, number 2 on the billboards in the 100s.
Yeah, and this is the very. I guess to say the song was a therapy for him. Actually, he writes that this song helped him cope with the loss of his son like that. It's very tragic. So, it's a very sweet song, but the lyrics are about: "Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven?" He says, "I must be strong and carry on because I know I don't belong here in heaven." So he also feels guilty in a way, like he doesn't belong in heaven. He's not worthy of going there, but his son was. So there's a lot of meaning in that too.
Well, there's always a saying that you never bury your kids. Parents aren't supposed to bury their children. And that it happened tragically the way it happened. I could not even imagine what a person can go through losing their son tragically that way. Losing your son tragically is bad, but that way it's like, forget about it. I'm sure that will haunt him as long as the day is long.
Yeah. Okay, well, there are a lot of sad songs, but the sad songs do soothe the soul because they help us grieve. And here's another song. It's a nice melody, but it's not necessarily a sad song. That was a portion of your time called "Time in a Bottle." Do you know that song, Freddie?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
He wants to save time in a bottle. First thing he'd like to do is save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend it with you. You know that was to his wife, with a new child, I believe. Pregnant when he found out his wife was pregnant, when he realized his life was, he changed his perspective on life. And he wrote, you know about this song? You heard the song before?
Yeah, I've heard this song.
Pierre?
Yeah. And the twist to it is that in 1973, they actually didn't want to air it. But what happened was, I think he died in an accident.
Plane crash.
Oh, he died in
Yeah.
a plane crash?
He died in a plane crash September 20th, 1973. He died. The pilot had a heart attack, and the plane did not. It was running down the runway, never gained altitude, and he died. And there were others in that plane. Maury Muchilin, comedian George Stevens died on that plane. And
Ends
a
up being a
booking
sad story. I'm
agent,
sorry, I didn't realize that was going to happen.
booking
This song.
agent and road manager. You're picking some real sad songs today. He was killed in an airplane crash upon takeoff. The plane did not gain enough altitude and crashed into pecan trees, and it was later discovered that the pilot suffered a heart attack while the plane was taking off. So you're hitting a whole bunch of sad stuff today,
Well,
Mr.
I mean,
Leonard.
I
It is
didn't mean to
raining,
turn it
so-
out though. But no, it's about precious time. How time precious is. So that's a lesson to be learned. A message in the song. So
And
There's
that's
a good-
absolutely
there's a
right. They
pos-
did not want to air this song, and they actually put it out there when he died. It's a twist of fate, if you ask me.
well, I have a lighter song for you guys. I'm on a kind of comedic song from the 1937. Actually, was written. So he says Frank Sinatra made the song famous too, as well.
It is a trap, yeah.
That was called "The Lady Is a Tramp." For back then, that was a bad insult for a woman to be called a tramp, wasn't it?
Yes, but do you know where the song originated? First of all, who wrote the song?
Well, the music, the actual melody, that sound was written by Richard Rodgers from Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Well, I have it that the original version was Tony Bennett.
Oh, he sang those. He sang it first.
He
then.
sang the version. The original song was from a musical from Rodgers and Hart called "Babes in Arms."
Yeah, but I heard when I first heard the song was from the musical called Pal Joey. I don't know if you heard of that one, but that's another Frank Sinatra. He was in a
Was it?
movie called Pal Joey. It was with Kim Novak. It was an old one, but
But this
that's- they had
mine
this song
goes
in
back
it,
to
too.
1937
Yeah, it's old.
with this child star Mitzi Green. And you know what the song was about?
It's about it's about high society, and about how women.
It's a spoof of the New York high society,
Yeah.
correct? Strict etiquette and the phony social pretensions that surrounded it. That's an amazing story. That song was sung over and over and over and over. Talking about the phonies and the balonies in society.
Rich people.
And it's a shame that New York was picked on
acting like they're
again.
rich.
Well, I did hear from it in Lady and the Tramp when I was a kid.
Well, anyway, I got another song for you. This song is from I think you might both recognize it. They made different versions of this song. With back in the Fugees made a version of this song. Let me just find it. Here it is. Oh, here it goes. And there's 3 verses to that song called "Killing Me Softly," but it doesn't really mean killing. It's another. It's
I
another
gotta
word.
tell you, this song, I never knew the history until I just read it. This song goes way back. It was by Charles Fox and lyrics by Norman Gimbel. This song did not chart when it first came out in 1971 or 72.
Oh,
In
here's 72.
1973, it became #1 hit for Roberta Flack, which is the only version I ever
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, the
But the Bee Gees won,
Bee Gees.
not the Bee Gees, the Fugees
yeah.
won in 1997 for the Grammys using this song.
Yeah.
Now, there are people taking credit for this thing all the way up to 2008. And they're in lawsuits and everything that was just squashed with the words because apparently people want to take credit for it and nobody really knows. I mean, we know who wrote it,
Yeah.
but it's the different versions that they're singing that made it popular, but nobody did it better than Roberta Flack.
You think so? Have you heard the version of the remake? The
I did not
Fugees?
hear the new remake.
Oh, because it's like the same song, just about the bass, and it's sung by Lauryn Hill.
Is that the one that won the Grammy?
Yeah.
It must have been some song, but Roberta Flack,
They
man, I'm
sang,
gonna
it was
tell
the
you.
same melody and everything.
When
They
I
didn't
was
change
growing
that
up
much.
in 1973, that song was everywhere. And if you were dating somebody in 73, that was the couple's song. That's what they used to do, killing me softly. That's an interesting...
That is pretty accurate.
Yeah. It's still... That is still upon the usage today there, Vincenzo. Killing Me Softly, you ever heard that song?
For that?
That could be used today in explaining relationships,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And I
Well,
think for the song they tried to downplay Lieberman, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Who?
No, one of the writers, Lori Lieberman, they wanted to kind of discredit her.
Oh, okay. Well, but the meaning of the song. What do you think about the meaning of the song? "Killing Me Softly" with the song. It's just like simple, pretty obvious message. It's a woman
Well,
she's
that's what-
entranced by some guy.
Yeah, but that's
playing
why it's so
drums on
effective.
a guitar.
Yeah.
strumming. And
That's why it's so effective.
and he kills her. Okay.
I think
Anyway.
I'm going to tell you something. I think I was dating somebody. I don't even want to bring this up, but I was dating somebody in 73. I remember this song very well.
Oh, you had a good experience.
No,
That's
I had a
good.
bad
Oh,
experience.
bad experience. Sorry.
They didn't use it in a good
Oh,
way.
sorry. Okay. Well, here's another song. This is from 1956. So this is from a musical from My Fair Lady, and it has some interesting lyrics to it that we might discuss. It's called "On the Street Where You Live." Are any of you guys familiar with that song, "On the Street Where You Live"?
Absolutely, for My Fair Lady. 1956 Broadway musical, My Fair Lady.
Yeah, it's the guy, and he's singing about being on the street. He's obsessed with this girl, and he's on the street, and he's like him falling in love with the street that she lives on. It's a little bit for that. I think for back then it was kind of like a little bit like stalkish behavior, you know. But what was your take on that?
Well,
A guy singing about the street where a girl lives on.
well, I kind of know that the My Fair Lady was a famous piece, but Audrey Hepburn played in the play. You know Audrey Hepburn?
Yeah, Audrey Hepburn.
You guys
yes.
know Audrey Hepburn? Famous actress? But she couldn't sing worth a lick. So when she sang it, it was horrible. And they have dubbed. Now, do you know the lady who they used to dub Audrey Hepburn's voice?
No.
It was a soprano singer, Marnie Nixon, has been used to dub the voice because Hepburn, though she was beautiful and a great
Yeah.
actress, she couldn't sing out of a paper bag. And they dubbed the voice. But it's a famous, famous song.
Yeah, and then you remember the story of My Fair Lady? That's based on Pygmalion about the story is based on a woman who was in England, who's like the guy to do an experiment on her because she's Cockney, she's from the streets, she has a bad accent, and the guy teaches her how to speak clearly and live like a high socialite up in England, and anyway, that's one song from there. Here's another song. This song's from the '90s. It was actually from '89, right? Early, not '90s. Actually, it was written in '89. Here I want to play this for you, and we'll talk about this song next. Here's the introduction. Okay, here it starts. That wasn't the last song, but it's called "Save the Best for
It's
Last."
an interesting piece also.
Has interesting.
Beauty and the Beast.
What?
It was in Beauty and the Beast.
Save the Best for Last?
Yeah.
Which Beauty and the Beast are you talking about? Not the cartoon, not Disney. Not this version.
Beauty and the Beast. Save the Best for Last. September 2nd, 2014. They used it in there.
Oh, a different version of it.
Vanessa
2014.
Williams.
Vanessa Williams, yes, that's Vanessa Williams' song.
So
I did not know it was used in 2014.
It's used in 2014. And do you know the famous quote that Vanessa Williams used for this song? I love the crust on homemade pie, so I eat all the filling in the part and save the best bit, the crust, for last. That's what the whole theme on this song is about.
Wait, this version of the song doesn't have anything about eating a crust.
It means the last thing you do or say is the best thing. How do you like that?
I never knew about. I learned. I thought it was. I was learning about the lyrics, and it was. And I know she's saying that sometimes the very thing you're looking for is something that you can't see. It's like the last lyric of the song. It's about looking for something and finding it's right in front of your face. Sometimes, and like that's the last thing you look, but it's right here in front of you. Sometimes.
Well,
That's one
I
of the
think the
philosophies behind
song was about a guy that she had a crush on.
it. Okay.
But what
here-
happened was he was dating many other women, and it wasn't until he broke up with them that he saw her.
where'd you
So
hear
she's
this?
the best. I looked it up on Wikipedia.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I
one of these
should
things.
change my phone, but that's an interesting thing.
Do you think life sometimes
Uh,
says the best thing for last? That's where life works out for you sometimes? The best things comes last in life, the good stuff? Happy ending?
Well, you know that Vanessa Williams had a very colorful history.
Yeah. She was,
You know
she was
what-
caught in Hustler magazine.
Yeah,
Not
but
caught,
do
but
you
she
know
was-
who she was the wife of?
Baseball player?
Nice try. Try again. Who did Vanessa Williams marry? Who did Vanessa Williams marry? The boxer. That's right.
Really?
And then I think she cheated on him, and he got very upset. Look it up, Mike Tyson. Not in history. That's
I
what
know.
I'm saying. I think that you have hit the mother lode today with all this stuff.
Clearly, Mike Tyson did it.
Mike Tyson.
Okay, I got another song for you guys. This is from Leonard Skinnard. My name is Leonard, by the way, but not spelled like Leonard Skinnard, spelled differently. But I go by Lenny. But here's a song by Leonard Skinnard, a rock and roll song. See if you guys can recognize this song. Well, let's talk about this song. And here it goes. Free Bird by Leonard Skinnard.
Interesting.
Because that's just one portion of the song. But that song's about someone wanting to be free. I guess free of a relationship with the girls, with women, because he wants to talk about if I leave you tomorrow, will you still remember me? He wants he wants to be traveling. So and he says, but if I stayed here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same.
Harsh.
Because I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you'll never change. So it's like a statement of independence.
Really? That's your call to fame. Then that's gonna be your battle
Ready
cry.
to mingle. That's what the song should be renamed. Ready to mingle. If I stay here, girl, I can't do what I need to do.
All right, we got room for one more, Lenny.
Okay, one more. All right, let's find a song. Okay, this song is called "Where Is Love." It's from a musical from Oliver, based on the novel written by Charles Dickens called Oliver Twist.
Where is love?
Where is love?
Everywhere.
Where is love? Where do you find it? Where is it? Is it all around us? It's here. It's there. It's
I
down
know
there.
it was.
Anywhere.
I know it was a
I'll
song.
leave you with that
they
song
used.
on music therapy because that's what we're trying to find, the love of music. Love of the piano, love of the melody, love of the meaning of the songs, where the songs originated, how they came to be. Anybody gonna recognize? Anybody know that song by chance?
I don't recognize that.
No,
It's a
recognize
song
that.
that they actually did in that play Oliver. It was about an orphan boy who got kicked out when he asked for more food.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the movie, the beginning of
Oliver's
the show.
Twist? Is that what
He
it's
wants
called?
more
I
food.
think it was. I
In the
think it was
or-
just,
in the
just called
orphanage.
Oliver.
Wow.
You know Oliver. You know the story of Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens?
I didn't read it, no.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I wouldn't have known the story if it wasn't for this musical. I saw it when I was a kid. So,
We passed that. Yes.
well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and hope they find love through this pandemic and through music therapy, through the love of music, to heal and to be strong and to stay healthy and smart through all this for all these times. Thank you very much. See you next week. Listen to some sweet melodies and let's discuss the meaning of songs from all genres of music with me, Lenny Marine. If you want to sing along and participate on the show, please call 888-994-4995. I love to learn and discover the benefits of music on our mental and physical health. Music therapy will help you get through these tough times with entertaining and educating shows. Please tune in weekly on AMP Media Productions and enjoy, folks.